All right, everybody, it's day 17 of the 30-day post-election self-care challenge, and today is all about emergency self-care tools when your life is a shitstorm. And that's basically what happened yesterday. It's why I didn't get around to a video yesterday, is because yesterday a bunch of crap happened and I had a shitty day, and it happens. And we all get a turn on the shit wheel, and yesterday was mine. So it's not so much what happened, it's more about how I deal with it. And that is all about the self-care strategies that I have put in place as my foundation for myself. So here's some emergency self-care tools that you can employ when the shit hits the fan, all right? The first one, this is my favorite one actually. Not really my favorite, but it's my go-to, is I cry. I just cry. I cry. I just go, really? And then I allow myself to have all of my tantrum, all of my little girl tantrum, like, really? This is happening to me? Why me? Why don't I ever get what I want? Why don't I ever, how come I put forth all this effort and nothing ever comes back to me? It's never my day. It's always somebody else's day. I just let myself have all of it. It's not true, but I let myself have all of it. Damn it. I never get what I want. I never get it, right? Life sucks. Life is always hard on me. I let myself have that time because that needs to come out too. That needs to be acknowledged. It's there too. It lives there too. The second thing I did was I texted a trusted friend and I asked for some of her time that day so I could talk about what was going on with me. That is a trusted friend. You don't just be like anybody, hey, the guy at the gas station, you got a minute? I want to, have a catharsis. Like, don't do that. Go to a trusted friend. And texting them is a great way to make sure they have time. If you just call them, that's shocking them. Then that's not preparing them to be there for you. So text them and say, do you have some time today that you could have some space for me? The other thing I did was I called my holistic counselor and asked for an emergency session, some time in my day where I'm like, okay, now I'm going to go to my licensed professional and I'm going to go, I need to work through this stuff. Help me work through this stuff. And luckily she had time open. Okay. The other thing I did was I got into my body and I took a long hot shower and I just cried in the shower, but I took care of my body. I didn't go run and drink a bunch of stuff or eat a bunch of crappy food or just go gossip or just start to get angry at everybody. I knew that wasn't actually going to help, and then I just have a hangover from it the next morning. What I did was I said, let me take care of my body. Let me soothe my body. Let me use my dry brush and caress myself. And take care of myself. Then I went ahead and I prepared all my food for the day. I made sure that all my food was taken care of. It was in the fridge. So this is to ensure, because one of my go-tos is to go eat like really crappy food. That always makes me feel good. And then I can just I feel entitled, right? To feel sick, basically. So I go and I make sure I've got nurturing food around me and that's accessible. That's another self-care tool, emergency self-care tool. The other thing I do is I let it happen. I accept that I'm a human being and I'm part of this world, and we all get a turn on the shit wheel, basically. And this was mine, and that if I sit there long enough and I take care of myself, there will be a lesson in this. There will be a lesson. And finally, something a friend told me that I have employed as one of my emergency self-care tools, and that is to surrender. We surrender in order to gain control. Meaning, if I surrender all of this pain and all of this fear and stuff that I'm going through, that's the only space that I actually have control. When I've removed my ego and my will and I've said, you know what, I have no control over this. That's actually when I'm the most powerful. So, yeah, shit happens. It happened yesterday. It will continue to happen. It's not about preventing it from happening. It's about how I handle it when it does. All right, guys. That's your self-care strategy tool for today. I hope you use it and write about it in the comments. Thanks for listening. Bye.